How you doing today? My name is Tony Agnew. I'm Stephanie's old instructor from Film Tech 2 at Columbia College, Chicago. The event happened in about 1995 or 1996 while I was an undergrad working as a production intern for Crawford Communications in Atlanta, Georgia. We had a stage manager by the name of Randy. And his first assignment was to, I guess it was supposed to be some demeaning work. Would you please tape down all the cords to the floor? Of course, I was a PA. That's what PAs do. I'm taping stuff down, and I happened to walk out into the green room from the stage. And I see, lo and behold, another black man. But this black man is actually dressed up with a clipboard, and he's in a Georgia Power uniform. He asked me, he says, could you go get the stage manager? So I went back into the stage and I said, Randy, there's a gentleman out there who wants to talk to you. He says, Tony, I really don't have time to talk to him now, and I need you to get that quarter apple box in here pronto. So I went back and got the quarter apple box and went there and talked to him. I said, Randy, there's a man out there who's from Georgia Power who says he's going to not turn your power off because they're doing a commercial over there, and they really, really wanted us just to know that this was going on. Randy says, okay, now get back. Here's the apple box. Thanks for the box. Get back to taping the floor. The director, Ray Horn, comes out of the stage to the green room and says to his assistant, who is the script supervisor or something like that, he says, let's break for lunch. The script woman reaches into her bag and says, hey, my wallet's missing. The gaffer says, my wallet's missing. The next thing I know, they're saying, we wonder who took our stuff. As they're thinking, they're kind of looking at me. And I actually explained to them that I saw a gentleman when we were doing the shoot who was from Georgia Power, who happened to also be black. So I knew something wasn't right about it. They immediately go, recount your story again, please, sir. Please, by all means, recount your story. I told the story once. I told the story twice. I told the story a third time. Security showed up and then began to ask me to recant the story again. And as I finished this time, on time number 6 or 5, I can't remember which one it was, the director's cell phone rang. And it happened to be Crown Camera Corporation downtown Atlanta saying, we got some guy down here with one of your credit cards trying to buy a $3,000 lens. We just want to know if you've given him the okay to do so. And the director immediately says, no, but would you please detain that person? At that moment, you could hear a fly fart. It was so quiet. The director immediately tells everyone to be quiet. And the director is feeling around in his pockets, and he knows his wallet in there, but in his front pocket, he happens to have about 150 or 120 bucks. I can't remember what it was. He says, Tony, can you do me a favor, please? I said, sure. He says, first of all, I want to congratulate you on your honesty. And here's $120. And then he reaches in his pocket and pulls out 120. And he asks someone else on the set, I think, for about 30 bucks. He says, I want you to take the day off with pay. The moral of the story is as follows. Don't be afraid of anyone, black, white, yellow, orange, who doesn't understand you. You need to understand yourself. Because the more you understand about yourself, the more you will not allow people to fit you in their comfortable boxes of who they may assume you to be. Nobody's going to make an ass of me that day. And by the time I was leaving at 3:30, they was kissing my ass. Your actions speak a hell of a lot more louder than words. And just because someone may deem you not being successful or deserving to be there, remain on your square and do the best you can with all you have.